Hello, what's up guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Central. Today I'm going to be going over the facts and the hard evidence that we saw yesterday at E3 during that pretty epic behind the scenes trailer. And also correcting some of the misconceptions about Battlefront that are going around at the moment. This is going to be a really quick video before my full analysis of the trailer, which at the moment I'm editing through. It's quite long, and it's coming sometime within the following day or so. Also, if you haven't yet seen the trailer, there is a link in the description below to the video. So let's get straight into this. I'm going to start off with the trailer, but there is also some more news beyond the trailer towards the end of the video, going over news releases which were not specifically shown at E3. So firstly, the trailer looks absolutely amazing. It was albeit a bit short and had more footage of what they were doing rather than Battlefront itself, which is in my opinion one of the reasons it has received a little bit of hate and flack from the community. We did however get a rare insight into what DICE have been doing for the past year. They have been meticulously scanning original props and models from the movies, stumbling through the Arctic wasteland of Hoth, and even developing in-engine environments of Hoth and Endor, which look absolutely spectacular. From this immediately there are a few things that we can confirm. Firstly, the maps that will be in Battlefront are so far Hoth and Endor. We didn't see anything else yet, but I would imagine there are more environments in development that simply are not ready to be viewed yet. Also, both maps were running in-engine, so although it may look different once we adopt a player's viewpoint, whether that be first person or third person, it still proves that these visuals can be maintained within the Frostbite 3 engine. Now moving on to objects, vehicles and weaponry, we got a glimpse of the fortifications of Hoth, where we saw some turrets firing. Here we also received a Snowspeeder squadron flyby, which was pretty awesome. ATSTs were confirmed when we saw an animation of 2 ATSTs moving on an uneven surface. And finally, speeder bikes were confirmed when we saw a rebel soldier mount a speeder bike in-engine on Endor. So from that we can glean that there's going to be at least snow speeders, ATSTs, speeder bikes and turrets on Hoth. Now moving on to weaponry, we saw a brief glimpse of an E11 blaster in the hands of a Stormtrooper, and also an extraordinary look at Han Solo's iconic DL-44 blaster. Despite this both being really in-game footage, I do still think it looks pretty amazing either way. And finally we get a view of a Stormtrooper showing the ridiculous amount of detail on the helmet. You can even see the small scratches and dents. All the time these visuals are running in-engine, so it gives us a real look into what Battlefront might one day play and look like, closer to its release. Now moving on from the trailer, we get an outro screen at the end which states "See more, Spring 2015. Unfortunately, a lot of people are taking this as a release date. Guys, it's not a release date for the game, it is simply when to expect more information on its development and probably another gameplay trailer. I highly doubt after seeing this progress in that trailer that they would be releasing the game in 6 months or so. That removes any polishing time and only allows for basic functionality. Again, DICE could surprise me, but I doubt we will see Battlefront release until after E3 2015, possibly near November to coincide with the release of Star Wars Episode 7. Now we're moving on to the more shady area of the news here. On the new Star Wars EA website there is a description of Star Wars Battlefront. It says, "Star Wars Battlefront is the ultimate Star Wars battle experience, brought to life by DICE creators of the award-winning Battlefield series." Nothing new there, but they then say something rather concerning and disturbing regarding the game. Fight in epic Star Wars battles on iconic planets and rise through the ranks playing as the heroic rebellion or the evil galactic empire. There is no mention at all of the Rise of the Empire era, which featured the clone and droid armies in the previous Battlefront games. This is quite a disappointment for me because after playing the Galactic Civil War to death on the previous games, playing as a clone trooper or droid in Rise of the Empire era was actually quite refreshing. It's added 2 layers to the game and 2 layers to every map, and it really did increase its playability. Hopefully DICE do not focus entirely on one era, as it removes kind of the point of Battlefront. It was supposed to envisage all of the major conflict in Star Wars, whether it be during the Clone Wars or a raid on the Death Star in the Galactic Civil War period. All we can do is wait and see for the confirmation if the Clone Wars era is not in the final product. Hopefully they change their mind, but so far it's not looking very promising. Finally, the release date shows to be announced, further adding that a news release is coming in spring 2015 rather than the release of the game itself. This description is part of a much larger article present on the website, one that I will be going over in more detail in a future video. So that's all for today. I hope this video put some facts straight and that you guys love the look of the new Snowspeeder and other vehicles in the engine. I myself think they look pretty amazing. If you have any of your own ideas, then feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will be covering all Battlefront news on this channel, so feel free to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest for Battlefront. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.